Hi, I'm Greg Marinovich. I'm going to show you how to load sheet film into 4x5 holders. It's the same principle as 8x10 holders or 5x7 inch holders. It all works the same way. So what you'll need is complete darkness. You can either use a large black bag or have a dedicated change room. And you need your film, color, black and white, whatever it is, and film holders. So these are 4x5 film holders. And they take 2 films at a time. So normally you can't do this in the light or it'll be a mess. And what you've got to do when you've got your, and it's just periodically check them, even if you use them, is hold them to the light and look for pinpricks of light coming through where this piece of tape seals it. And then also hold it to the light and see if you can see light coming through the velvet where the dark slide goes in, so to make sure it's light proof. One of the things you do at this checking stage is get a black Sharpie, thank God for black Sharpies, and look for any little scratches. I've been through these already, so you can see here, I've gone over the black Sharpie where some of the black paint, the matte black paint has flaked off. And you just do that. Otherwise, the light reflects back onto the film once it's loaded, and you get little spots. You get little hot spots. Okay, they look good. So what we have is a whole bunch of 4x5 holders and dark sides. Usually I load between 6 and 10 because that's normally the bulk processing, how you can do them, and it's an easy enough. If you do tray processing, it's easy to manage 6. 10 gets a bit much unless you're in practice. So your film comes in this. This is an Ilford case and it's empty. So it's sealed usually and it's got 3 boxes. And then it'll have a black plastic bag inside. And these are reject films. And this is 4x5 film. So you'll notice, let me put it up against something white. You'll notice that there's grooves there, right? Little notches and grooves, and that shows you how to hold it. You hold it with your right hand and the notches on the right hand side. Then the emulsion is facing out. That's very important because when you load it, you don't want to load it backwards or it won't be sharp and crisp and reversed and everything. So here we go. In the dark now, either a dark room or a big dark bag. You get the film and you put it under these little lips that happen there and you slide it in. Obviously you can't see this. I would advise practicing with one piece of film that you sacrifice. Once it's in and you lift it, it's got resistance. You can't lift it beyond the lip. You flip that over and beforehand you turn these and you have the dark side out, right? Dark, no light. And you slide it over. That is now light proof, all things being equal. You flip it over and beforehand in the light you've set these things up that the dark side is facing out. And you get that other little piece of film, here we go. You make sure the emulsion side is facing up. You flip that open with your forefinger or your middle finger. You slide it in, you pull up. It's holding nicely, it's in smoothly, you close it. So all this is in the dark. That is now sealed. When you put this into the camera back, that faces the lens. You pull that out that far. Normally, you flip it. Whoopsie. So that the white side faces out. You expose your shot and you close it. So now if you pick it up by mistake, you know that this has been exposed and this is unexposed. I usually shoot 2 of any picture I think worthwhile. And that's it. That's how you load film. To unload, you put it back in the black bag or in the dark room. You pull it out a little bit, you lift it, you put your nail under the edge, grab it, pull it out, and put it into your film tank or into another box that is there. This is my color exposed film box, and it says cross-processed. It's got my details on it, so I can send it in to get processed for color. But I know, and it's got the band around it, I know that if it's in the black bag, I know this is the one that I put my exposed film into. And I have all different kinds of film that are used for different things, and I mark them exposed or unexposed. It's pretty simple. Another little trick you might want to use is that there's a little white thing you can write on here that lets you put what type of film you've got. And there we go, take of whatever the previous person had written. It might be easy if I put my glasses on. What do you say? And so I'm going to put in, let's say, FP4 into that. FP4. And that's so I know what film I've got. I'm not confused as to what I've loaded in somewhere down the line.